I joined Wikipedia like a month or two before I turned 13. I edited under a pseudonym for the first few years. And I can't remember whether it came out that I was like 13 or whether I was a woman first. I was 13 when I got my first death threat. You know, I suck dick for money. I am Hitler. I'm a Jew. I'm a Jew and Hitler. I sucked Hitler's dick. I can't tell if I was really brave or really naive. I was like, well, they'll never find me. They'll never do anything to me. I'm a middle schooler, whatever.
I founded Wiki Project Women in Red, which is a global community of editors who write articles regarding women, women's biographies, women's works broadly construed, such as the paintings they painted, the sculptures they sculpted, the schools they founded, and also women's issues, things like women's suffrage and women's health.
As hard as historians are trying, there's still a lot of women who are lost to history because of systemic structures. Wikipedia is a tertiary source, right? We can't do original research, so I can go into an archives and find all this information about a really cool woman in science, and if it's not already written about by a historian, that can't go on Wikipedia. We're reliant on like the feminist historians and like the queer historians who have been at this for decades. They have to do the legwork first.
There was something that I had written, or maybe something that I hadn't written, in defense of something that an editor had thought needed to be changed. I disagreed. As a consequence, an editor that I'd never interacted before with, pasted an image of a painting on my talk page. And that image was the painting called The Rape of the Sabine Women. They didn't come out and say, I want to rape you, but it felt like a veiled threat to read that.
Retaliation is a huge issue. And I think anyone who's adding content to Wikipedia that's outside of that white man norm can expect to get some form of that. Suddenly you're in the middle of an argument and your competency is questioned, you're being called a bitch, it's implied that maybe you're a prostitute, right? A lot of these things have happened to people that I know. And so it very quickly devolves into the personal. Folks who are experienced use bureaucracy and intimidation. This article was created by somebody new. It's clearly someone who's not notable because in my 3-second glance through the internet, I haven't found the right sources. So I recommend we delete it. 3 other male editors show up and go, yep, seems right to me. Just get rid of it. And off it goes.
Wikipedia is what happens when anarchy begets bureaucracy. Wikipedia originally started out with 5 rules, right? And now there's thousands of pages of policy. It's all of these systemic structures of racism and sexism and classism intertwining to make it more difficult to keep an article, right?
There's an upstream problem with Wikipedia, which is that women have been left out of history and not written about in sources for centuries. Every single episode of The Simpsons on Wikipedia has its own article. Literally every single episode of the American TV show The Simpsons has its own article. And yeah, right, women scientists, women activists, right, important contributors to history, we're still arguing about whether or not they belong.
I get accused a lot of having a feminist agenda with Wikipedia, and I absolutely do. Not only does knowledge deserve to be free, but knowledge needs to be representative, and it needs to be just. We can use platforms like Wikipedia to help shape history and be on the right side of history.